So as you all know, Bernie Sanders' numbers has taken a turn for the better. But with that being said, I want to stress the importance of us ramping up. I mean, we've ramped up before to actually get him to where he is today, but now we've actually got to not just double our efforts. We've got to quadruple our efforts. And this is because whenever the Clinton campaign sees that Bernie Sanders is doing well in a new poll, they ramp it up. They double their efforts. So not only do we have to double our efforts, we have to quadruple our efforts and not just meet the Clinton effort, but actually exceed it and do that much more. She didn't have that strong of a lead in New Hampshire, and even though Barack Obama, pulled off a win in Iowa, she turned out in New Hampshire. I mean, she mobilized a lot of voters and she ended up winning. So it's not over until it's over. We may be leading, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to win. So we've got to do everything we can. Look, I think that he probably will win Iowa and New Hampshire, but it's not for sure. It's not over until it's over. So we've really, really, really got to ramp it up because Hillary Clinton sees every single one of these polls and she is doing everything she can. She's going to try to pull off a last minute campaign. I mean, you've got to expect the worst. So we've got to be prepared for that. So here's what we need to do. We need to go to BernieSanders.com and donate to his campaign. We've got to go to BernieSanders.com and sign up to Phone Bank. I'll put a link in the description box so that way you can do that. Furthermore, we have got to talk to people. If you're in Iowa, if you're in New Hampshire, if you're in South Carolina, you've got to knock on some doors. And you've actually got to have some conversations with people because this is a grassroots campaign. We can't just become complacent. Sure, it's great. We can be optimistic and actually look back and be proud of the work that we put in. But just know that as his numbers rise, we've got to work that much harder. We don't slow down at all. And if anything, we speed up. So if the next poll comes out and Bernie Sanders is 5 points further than Hillary Clinton than he was last time, that means we got to ramp it up even harder. Because the more that Bernie Sanders rises, the more difficult it's going to get, the more pressure that we will have on us. So we can't stop. We're not sleeping until this thing is over, until he is officially the nominee. So that's kind of my message. Don't become complacent. Go crazy on it. Phone bank like crazy. Donate. Talk to everyone you know. If you can convince one person to vote for Bernie Sanders instead of Hillary Clinton, you're already making a difference. Now, I take it that a lot of his supporters have already done that and are making a difference. So kudos to you guys, but let's keep it up and not just maintain the same pace. We go 100 times faster now.